Let's say you've been working on new construction or a leasehold, and you've spent 6 months on this, or you've been watching for 6 months as your contractor puts this thing together. Toward the end, you're probably starting to wonder, how are we going to wrap this up? How are we going to get out of this mess? And the real vehicle to wrap it up is the punch list. This is a process where the architect and the contractor work through the whole building, identifying what's left to do and what to do about it. And you get to participate in this also. This is a collective thing. And in fact, the contractor might have already run some preliminary punch lists to get you started or get him started in this process. But the final piece is an official punch list that goes through room by room, identifying what's right and what's wrong. And we're talking down to paint goobers on the walls, or does the faucet work, or the toilet flush, or the lights come on, or is there a hole in the floor, whatever it may be. And all those things are added into this list, and then those things are allegedly resolved over time. And meanwhile, during this punch list, you have retained money on the contractor. So you have a stick to beat them with, and hopefully you don't beat them too terribly hard. But the process here is you probably have 10% that you owe him at this point. And so you can encourage him forcefully to resolve these things. And a punch list might take time. It isn't going to take a day or two to resolve. It's probably going to take a week or two. Now, you can move into the building even while you're waiting for the punch list to be done or to be finalized. But you need to be careful about that, because what's going to happen there is as you move into the building, you're going to do damage to it. Okay, when you move the desk in or move the tub table in, you're going to bang up a wall. And so now that punch list for that particular room has a new item on it. It's a divot in the wall. And whose responsibility is that? Well, you're the one who made the mess. So you need to take responsibility for that particular item. So you need to be careful in your punch list. You need to be careful in your move-in that you don't perpetuate the issue and make it worse. But that is really the vehicle for closing this thing out and being able to take over the building.